Good morning, everybody. It's Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Today is another do-it-yourself project. I'm going to make a raised grow bed for our garden using some reclaimed lumber that I got off an old shed that I demolished. I have been demolishing a mess of old sheds and recycling the lumber. There's a little pile there for 2 months now, and using it for projects around the property, one of which is going to be to fully enclose the greenhouse finally. That's something we've been looking forward to for a while. But this is recycled, therefore I have to get the nails out before I can even use it. Out on the demolition site, I don't take the time to get the nails out. I just gotta get that stuff cleared out as fast as possible, bring it home, and then deal with it. Now, I'm not making these really thick walled, and the reason is they don't have to be. They're going to be covered in plastic inside to prevent rot. I have to be really careful not to lose any nails in the grass. I account for every one that I have. This one only has them on the ends. Now, it's going to be a very, very simple setup. I'm just going to make a 4-foot bed. By about a foot tall. So you can see how long it takes to prepare just 2 boards. Now, again, very simple. They're going to be 4 feet. I don't need perfectly square corners. I don't know how bad off that is. It is a little off. It doesn't have to be absolutely, absolutely perfect in this case. I take the best edge though. Come out and go 4 feet. Now I'm going to double check in my garden to make sure that I maximize the use of my space. So I'm going to measure that. As they say, measure twice, cut once. The other bed is 6 feet long by 4 feet wide. Now any scrap will go in as fill down in the bottom of the bed. As it rots, it'll provide nutrients for the plants. This one has some pretty rough ends, so I'm going to have to make 2 cuts on this one because the end is really rotted. This end is bad. I mean, they're both bad, but that one's split up longer, so I'm going to cut this edge off. give me a straight edge. It's also warped at the end. Don't want that. Now I've got the two long sides. We can go in and line them up just for appearance. You can see here the pre-existing grow bed with some beans growing in it. And then now I've got the boards. What we'll have is a walkway here between, and then a 4-foot grow bed. Now I've got to measure, once I'm done putting this together, I'll position it so I've got even spaced walkways in between. And then I may come down from the top of this longer raised bed with a board angled down and secured into the sides of each of these to prevent cave-in from that taller raised bed. Originally I was going to put tall beds in here in the middle like I had done on the outside ends, but I reconsidered and realized it's not necessary because this is in the middle of the greenhouse and the heat should be pretty well absorbed in here. At least that's my theory. The tall beds are on the outsides, so they're going to need that extra heat mass underneath to keep the plants warm at night. And it insulates the interior of the greenhouse. So I've got to haul over and cut some 4-foot boards, and I'll get them prepped and we'll be back. I've got the 4 sides cut. Now I just have to make 4 uprights at 1 foot high. Doesn't have to be precise, so I could just mark them all out. This is more so I can see the marks than anything when I'm cutting. Sorry, my video editor doesn't allow me to mute the audio track. It crashes on me. It is what it is. So warning, I'll be making 4 cuts. Now, I think my battery is getting weak, although it was... No? So, this is really, really thick wood. It can't even cut through all the way. So I'm going to have to go through one way and turn it around and do another way. This is real 2x6 material. Now I'll go through and finish the cut on each side. That's thick wood. I've got my uprights. Cuts turned out really nice, I'm pleased. It's hard cutting that precisely. Because I can only go through a certain depth. So now, I'm going to attempt to do this with nails, but honestly I think screws is going to be better. I think I'm going to use one screw on each corner and then nail it, because the screws help me fasten it together so much nicer. And then nail the rest of it. This will make things go smoother. I don't have anything to nail on here. Everything's wet. One screw per corner, and then I can use nails to follow up. Whatever. That I don't want. I just realized these are going to go through, and that will pierce my, well, maybe not, if I don't go deep. I don't want to pierce the plastic. I go at an angle. I know you can't see me here. I'll try to slide this out. Now, I'll put on this end in a minute here. Didn't go through. Now this outer edge, I'm using scrap, so this piece was taller. That's perfectly fine. And actually, I think I'll put this one up inside to help reinforce that back wall better. The taller piece, unless these are both taller, then it won't matter. I didn't measure the height of them. Nope, they're both taller. That's fine. This one is warped bad. I might need a couple screws in this one. Yeah, that's a problem. This one's badly warped. That's the only problem with recycled lumber. You got to deal with that. Oops. Oh. Look at these last two in there. Oh, Melanie's watering the garden behind you if you hear something weird.